Hello friends, welcome to CIPCT Patent Academy's new videos. In this video, we'll deal with Section 9 and Section 10 of Indian Patent Act 1970. So Section 9 deals with provisional and complete specifications. So in the Indian patent system, there is a provision where the patent application can be filed as either as a provisional application or as a complete application. So provisional application is followed by a complete application within 12 months of filing of the provisional application. A provisional application is basically filed in order to get an early filing date, and if the inventor needs more time to develop his invention, or for monetizing his invention, or maybe feeling whether he should go forward with the patent or not. So for that, an early specification is filed with very minute, or you can say very early details of an invention, like a small abstract, maybe few claims, some drawings, and maybe some description. So when a person files a provisional application, so he has 12 months for filing a complete specification. He'll give the more details of the more modifications, advancements he has done in the invention so far within 1 year. And then after filing the complete specification, it's considered as a complete application, patent application. A provisional application is not examined unless and until a complete specification is filed, and this provision is provided in the Indian Patent Act. So if a person does not want to file a provisional specification and then go and file a complete specification following the filing of the provisional specification, he can directly file the complete specification if he has enough details, enough embodiments, if the methods and the greater details that is required for the application. So he can go forward with directly filing the complete specification. So a person has both the options, either a provisional application then complete, or directly a complete specification may be filed. So the sub clauses of section 9(1), so the first section says that a complete specification shall be filed within 12 months from the date of filing of the provisional application, and if the complete specification is not filed within 12 months from the date of filing of the provisional application, the application shall be deemed to be abandoned. So this is very important to be noted. Then subsection 2 says that a single invention may be included in one patent only. So one complete specification may be filed in respect of all such provisional specification. Subsection 3 of section 9 deals with the conversion of a complete specification into a provisional specification within 12 months of filing of the complete specification. So if the applicant wants to convert his complete specification as provisional specification, this may be due to lack of development of the invention or some other reason, so then the controller may treat it as being converted into a provisional specification, provided that is the request is being made within 12 months from the date of filing of the complete specification. Subsection 4 of section 9 says is regarding the post dating of the application. So it says that if the applicant so request to the controller to cancel the provisional specification and post date the application to the date of filing of the complete specification, so this is allowed under this subsection 4. Section 10 deals with the contents of the specification. So what is to be included in a specification? So there are various subsections of the section 10. So subsection 1 says that every specification, whether provisional or complete, shall describe the invention and shall begin with a title that is sufficiently indicating the subject matter to which the invention relates. So a title is very important. Then the invention should be well described in the specification, whether it is provisional or complete. Then subsection 2 says that drawings are very important part of the specification, and whether it's complete or provisional, but the drawings has to be supplied along with the specification. It forms a part of the specification, and the references in this act with respect to a specification are construed accordingly. So basically subsection 2 deals with the drawings. Drawings form a part of the specification. Subsection 3 of section 10 says that controller, if the controller considers that the specification should be supplemented by a model or a sample, that is, a model or sample is required for better explanation of the invention, then such model or sample has to be furnished before the application is granted, but such model or sample shall not be deemed to form part of the specification. So this is also very important, that what forms a part of specification and what does not forms a part of specification. So drawings form part of the specification, but a model or a sample does not. So many times a lot of objective questions are asked based on this, that what is form, what is a part of the specification and what is not. Section 4 of section 10 is very important. It has a few more subclauses, and they has to be very well remembered, because it's often asked in the objective type questions. So it says that the complete specification shall fully and particularly describe the invention and its operation or use and the method by which it is to be performed. It should disclose the best method of performing the invention which is known to the applicant or for which he is entitled to claim protection. It should end with a claim or claims defining the scope of the invention for which protection is accompanied, be accompanied by an abstract to provide technical information on the invention. So basically you should have the best method of performing the invention, claims, abstract within the specification, and then the specification should fully and particularly describe the invention and its operation, use and method. So the invention should be very well and very clearly understood from the complete specification. It should not be unclear, it should not be vague, it should be written very well in the specification. The controller may amend the abstract for providing better information. So a controller has the power to amend the abstract if he feels so. Then if the applicant is mentioning a biological material in the specification which is not being described very well, and if such material is not available to the public, the applicant shall be completed by depositing the material to an international depository authority under the Budapest Treaty. So there are various authorities within the countries, also within our country as well, where which falls under the Budapest Treaty, where the applicant can submit the biological material to better describe the invention, to better satisfy the subclauses of the section 10. Now these subsections deal with the biological material, how it should be submitted, when it should be submitted, and what are the processes regarding the submission of the biological material. So subclause A says that the deposit of the material shall be made not later than the date of filing of the patent application in India. So it should be with the filing date. And then section subclause B says that available characteristics of the material that is required to be correctly identified or indicated should be included in the specification, like name, address of the depository institution, date, number, and the other details of the material and the depository institution. So it's very well identified that this biological material that is talked about in the specification is submitted on this date under this number at this particular depository institution. So all the details should be provided. Then subclause C says that the access to the material is available in the depository institution only after the date of the application of patent in India, or if a priority date is claimed after the date of priority. So material can only be accessed after the date of filing of the patent or its priority. Then subclause D says that the source and geographical origin of the biological material should also be disclosed in the specification when used in an invention. So with A, we can say that there is one more subclause 4A which says that in case of an international application that is designating India, such as the through via PCT or a Paris Convention, the title, description, drawings, abstract, and claims that are filed with the application shall be taken as the complete specification under the Indian Patent Act. So if you have filed an application in, for example, another country like US, so its description, drawings, abstract, claims that are filed in the US will be treated as the complete specification when entering the national phase in India. Subsection 5 is very important. It says that claim or claims of a complete specification shall relate to a single invention or to a group of inventions linked to form as a single inventive concept. It should be clear, succinct, fairly based on the matter disclosed in the specification. So this clause is very important. It's asked in the objective questions in various forms. So this, each and every word you can say of this clause is very important and should be remembered. So the claim of a complete specification will always relate to a single invention. Else you'll get a unity of invention objection from the controller. Then, or if there are multiple inventions, so they should be linked so as they can form a single inventive concept. Not a claim cannot have multiple inventions within it, else it is very likely to be rejected by the controller, by the examiner. So these things are very should be considered very well while drafting of the claims. Subsection 6 says that a declaration to the inventorship of the invention is very important, and it should be furnished in the prescribed format, that is in the prescribed form, with the complete specification or within the period that is prescribed. Subsection 7 says that a complete specification that is filed after the provisional specification may include claims with regard to the developments, additions, the modifications with respect to the invention that has taken place within the duration of 1 year time, and within this time frame of filing the complete specification. Yeah, the complete specification basically has much more details, much more information than the provisional specification, since a lot of developments have been done, a lot of additions have been made in the specification. Then I have put up few questions from the previous year's question papers, so you can go through. The green highlighted clauses are the correct answers for these questions. Please like, subscribe, comment and share our channel Patent Academy, and also please provide your valuable feedback. We'll be back with more videos. Thank you.